Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns the roster that they have and training camp. And what is this roster expectations going into this upcoming season? And guys, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN_sports. Guys, I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all across social media. And of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. I also have a podcast for this channel as well, ZSPN. It is basically the same content that I give on YouTube, only you can listen to me while you're driving, while you're working out. I mean, everything when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers on YouTube. I basically talk about it on my podcast as well. And guys, I really do appreciate you showing me the love, support from my podcast as well. And I'm on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, all those great podcast distributions out there. So show me love, support there. And of course, subscribe to the channel, ZSPN on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. So guys, let's talk about the Lakers opening this season with this current roster and obviously going into training camp. And what does this all mean for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to trades, when it comes to the rotation and just the expectations really about this Lakers roster and some optimism when it comes to this Lakers team. I mean, what is the expectations? I want to give you all my thoughts about it, and I really want to know your thoughts, please. If you guys are still watching this, I really do appreciate you guys if you watch it all the way and, just hear me out and give, my thoughts about it. And I really want to know your thoughts as well. So comment down below, give me your thoughts about the Lakers and their expectations and their roster and, training camp. Who will be the starter for the Lakers? How this lineup will look like, the rotation. And can Darvin Ham convince, Russell Westbrook to change his ways and, help out the team and, put his pride aside and be the third guy on the team, or maybe come off the bench for the as a sixth man. I mean, you never know. So I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it. But let's just get right into it with the expectations of this Lakers roster. As it stands now, guys, the Lakers have 14 players on their roster. If you guys are watching this, I know some of you are maybe looking at the screen and, you're counting 15 players on this particular photo. And for some reason, guys, that's not really the case. I mean, if you really want to think about it, if you want to consider, Scottie Pippen or maybe Cole Swider as two-way players who could potentially participate with the Lakers a couple of times, it could be a possibility that maybe down the line that those guys could be the 15th roster spot if you want to go that route. But it's not really the case, guys. As it stands now, the Lakers have 14 players on their roster. They're saving one roster spot for potentially a buyout player maybe down the line. It sort of depends on who the Lakers will be targeting in the buyout market. That will be a beneficial player for the Lakers if the Lakers are doing well in the upcoming season. So it just sort of depends on how the Lakers are playing. So as it stands now, the Lakers have 14 players on their roster. And guys, when it comes down to it, I mean, there's a lot of expectations that we are going to expect from the Lakers. I mean, obviously, how this roster is going to fit going into this upcoming season. Now, as it stands now, guys, I can honestly and officially say this. I mean, it sort of depends on the Lakers, but I can honestly say this right now, guys. When it comes to trade rumors, I think the trade rumors for the Lakers are officially and, so far for now are done at the moment because of certain reports that come out when it comes to the Lakers and trade rumors as of late. Obviously, we all know about the Lakers turning down the offer from the Indiana Pacers. And guys, I know there's some conflictions when it comes to certain Laker fans wanting the Lakers to pull the trigger on this trade, getting Buddy Hield, Miles Turner to the Lakers, and in that way we could improve the roster much better. But unfortunately, guys, the Lakers didn't go that route, and I think, guys, it's the right move for the Lakers because we have to find that right trade. Okay, there's a trade out there down the line that the Lakers may look at, and they will potentially throw in those 2 future first-round picks, 2027 and 2029 first-round picks, to potentially achieve that particular trade. Guys, just sort of depends on the right trade. I mean, I think, the 2 future first-round picks are worth more than Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, in my own opinion. But I know some of you out there want the Lakers to get those players so we can win games, so we can compete in the Western Conference, and I understand that. But guys, these are our future assets what we're talking about. I mean, these picks could be a game changer for the NBA when it comes to these draft picks. So having said all of that, I really think that the Lakers are playing very smart with these draft picks, and even though the Lakers turned down a great opportunity, I really understand on the other side of things when it comes to keeping our assets for a better trade offer. And, guys, I really think down the line, once trade deadline approaches, I think there will be a trade out there that's appealing for the Lakers that will be a huge game changer for the Lakers roster, and just maybe be a big beneficial upgrade for the Lakers roster going into the regulars, finishing off the regular season. So we just have to wait, guys, until the trade deadline for the Lakers to make another move. But as it stands now, I really think that we are done with trade offers. I'm saying this now, but you never know. Maybe next week or the week after that, maybe during preseason, maybe a trade will happen. But as it stands now, I have not been hearing a lot of trade rumors as of late. So I think we can honestly close the whole trade talks for now when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. So it is just a perfect moment for the Lakers to just focus on the current roster that they have now. And, honestly, guys, there's some optimism, in my opinion, when it comes to this Lakers roster. And I know some of you out there are probably thinking that, this roster is not really that great because we have a whole lot of point guards on our team. I mean, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverley, Dennis Schroder, Kendrick Nunn, and, also Austin Reeves, Lonnie Walker. I mean, we have a lot of point guards on our Lakers team. I mean, just those alone cover almost half of the roster when it comes to them being guards. And I know we don't have a lot of bigs out there, but there's some expectations that some of these Lakers that we are mentioning now when it comes to these guards, I mean, they are determined to really show up for the Los Angeles Lakers, in my own opinion. I mean, the energy, the toughness, the defensive side when it comes to Patrick Beverley and the rest. I mean, I really think with this roster, there's some potential that they could be potentially maybe the 6th seed or maybe the 5th seed. I mean, this team, as it stands and what is constructed, it's not going to be a huge threat in the West, but it could be a better upgrade than what we had last season when it was just a bunch of old geezers on the Lakers, and some of them basically couldn't play defense for us. But the Lakers improved on their defense this offseason, and gotten more younger when it comes to signing some of the players in their 20s, and it's just a great move for the Lakers on that certain front. Even though we are still lacking shooting, there's some confidence that there's some out there that could be decent shooters for us, but it sort of depends on how those shooting abilities will be a huge effect for the Lakers heading into the regular season. And I really think, guys, that this team has a lot of expectations, and I think the Gert to really show that they will, work very hard to help us win games. And, Darvin Ham is also the type of guy that we also need to really appreciate when it comes to his leadership and, holding players accountable and that sort of thing. So I know Darvin Ham will work very hard to, improve on all counts and all areas that the Lakers need to be approved on. But, I think we will potentially see that once preseason begins, which obviously I think begins, I believe, next week. I might be mistaken. I know Monday is media day, so expect more videos to come, guys, on this channel when it comes to media day, giving you all my thoughts about that and the optimism about Lakers, and on media day. So expect those videos to come as well. But honestly, guys, I'm really impressed in how this Lakers team will be heading into the regular season. Now, I know we're not a championship team or, not a contender in the Western Conference, but I can honestly say, guys, with the type of determination and how this team will head into the regular season, the Lakers, at least, they can be a decent playoff team, but, it just sort of depends on which players will accept certain roles. And that's where Russell Westbrook will play a big part for this Lakers roster. And, going into training camp will also determine on who will potentially be that guy and be that person that will, obviously help out LeBron and Anthony Davis and, them potentially being a great rotational type players. When it comes down to it, guys, in my last video, I did mention that there's going to be some, I guess you can say, some tournament type of competing when it comes to certain roles and certain starter roles. Obviously, we're going to see a lot from the point guard position and the shooting guard position. From obviously from a lot of the point guards that I mentioned, obviously with Russell Westbrook, Dennis Schroder, and Patrick Beverley and Kendrick Nunn at the point guard position. Then you have the shooting guard position with Austin Reeves and also Patrick Beverley as well, and even Lonnie Walker, who could potentially be in the in the running for the shooting guard position, competing for that. But, preseason, we all had to keep an eye on the preseason games for the Lakers because that's where everything will be in place when it comes to who is the guy that will be stepping up and who will potentially be playing better than the other in those particular preseason games. And, at the end of all that, we will know who will be the starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. And obviously, when it comes to small forward and power forward, that automatically goes to LeBron and Anthony Davis. So it's not anything too surprising there. They are our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers heading into the upcoming season. And then you have the center position. I mean, when you look at it, there's only two, really. I mean, when you look at the center position, it goes to, Thomas Bryant or Damian Jones. But it looks like, guys, more likely than not, in my opinion, it's going to be Thomas Bryant that's going to be the starter for the center position for the Los Angeles Lakers. So expect that potentially be in place for the Lakers. And guys, other than that, when it comes to certain rotation, we're going to see a lot when it comes to players like Troy Brown Jr., who's going to get more minutes than the others. That's my own personal opinion because, the Lakers invested a lot of getting those particular players, including Lonnie Walker, who was one of the players that got that taxpayer mid-level exception offer from the Lakers. So I believe it was like a 1 year, $6 million type of contract. So the Lakers invested a lot to get him as well. So there could be some expectations to see Lonnie Walker. I know he's being so underrated from Lakers Nation, but I personally, I'm a fan of Lonnie Walker when it comes to his skill set and what he brings to the table defensively and his athleticism. So even though his shooting has declined for over the years, I think he can honestly, in the Lakers uniform with the type of atmosphere in LA, I really think that he will bring the shooting to the table when it comes to him increasing his shooting efforts. I think, just my own personal opinion. I think, if he's, somehow starting for the Lakers at the shooting guard position or just being the backup for that shooting guard, he could potentially bring in that shooting. But I think more likely than not, guys, we're going to see more defense and more athleticism from Lonnie Walker, and shooting efforts from Troy Brown Jr. Will be a big part of the Lakers as well. So hopefully those players improve on their shooting once training camp approaches. Obviously training camp already started for the Lakers. Obviously LeBron had his mini camp with all of the Lakers roster with less than, with no, hold on, let me rephrase that. All the Lakers but Dennis Schroder, who obviously has to deal with moving arrangements because he's coming back to LA and as a Los Angeles Lakers. So other than that, those players have participated in LeBron's training camp. So that alone tells you that the Lakers are going to open the season with this current roster. And no trades are potentially going to happen unless something big happens. This is the Los Angeles Lakers we're talking about here. Anything goes down when it comes to the Lakers. It really, shocks us all as fans. So it's not anything too surprising, guys. And, there's just going to be a lot of competitiveness for certain roles and certain rotations. And, guys, I'm really looking forward to the preseason and seeing who will step up in certain areas. And I'm really looking forward to this roster that we have. Sure, it's not to expectations and it's not to what we want, but I guarantee you guys, in his second year with the Lakers, Russell Westbrook has a redemption type of season. I really think, guys, he wants to prove all the doubters wrong, and including myself. I'm one of the doubters. I really wanted the Lakers to trade Russell Westbrook. But on the other hand, this guy has been traded every single year for the past 4 seasons. And, he never really stayed with certain teams and with the same team. And, this time is much different. He is going into the second year with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I really think, guys, in the second year, Russell Westbrook will have a better season than he had last season. And you guys, you can make the argument that last season was not just on Russell Westbrook. Let's just be clear here. We all put the blame on Russell Westbrook, but let's just be clear. All the Lakers, on that team last season, all of them did not really show up when it comes to shooting, when it comes to defense, when it comes to them accepting certain roles. And we can also put the blame also on Frank Vogel at the time. So, all blame goes all around. It's not just on Russell Westbrook here. And I just really believe, guys, when it comes down to it, and plus injuries, let me put that out there. Injuries played a big role last season as well. So we can put the blame on injuries. We can put the blame on all the Lakers on that team, Frank Vogel, and, just a horrible season last season for the Lakers at that time. So, but now with this season moving forward, I really think Russell Westbrook will be a whole different type of player. Lots of expectations will be on him to potentially accept the role that Darvin Ham will implement on his, his coaching when it comes to offensively and defensively. And, Darvin Ham is raving of what Russell Westbrook will bring to the table. And when it comes down to it, Russell Westbrook, in any given cost, he will potentially accept certain role that Darvin Ham will implement in his skill set. And, going into this this upcoming season with certain rotations. So We just have to see, guys, what the lineup will look like potentially once preseason is over, and the decision will be what will Darvin Ham wants in this Lakers lineup in this rotation. So lots of expectations, guys. And guys, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. I mean, what do you think? Who should be starting for the Lakers? What certain lineup that you want to see from this Lakers team? I mean, obviously, guys, just judging by how things are constructed and how certain lineups that have been seen as of late, I really think that Russell Westbrook will still be the starter for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, it just really seems that way. I mean, I would be surprised if he comes off the bench, but, he'll be a much better player, in my opinion, if he comes off the bench. But, I don't really think a guy who's making $47 million that will come off the bench in that sort of manner. So I still think he's going to be the starter for the Lakers. At shooting guard, I'm still a bit conflicted of who will be starting for us at the shooting guard position because how weak it is when it comes to certain players that could potentially play that role. It could be Patrick Beverley. It could be Austin Reeves. I personally want to see Austin Reeves play at the shooting guard position more than anything because, I honestly think he actually earned that. He played very well in his rookie year with the Lakers, shot some great key moment shots when it comes to shooting wise. And I just think that he deserves to be the starter for the Los Angeles Lakers. But I won't be surprised if it goes to Patrick Beverley or maybe Lonnie Walker. I mean, the guy, must improve on his shooting more than anything, but his defensive side and his athleticism will potentially be a big help for that particular line as well. I mean, obviously LeBron, who's going to be the starter for the Lakers at the shooting guard position, he could play multiple roles as well, so expect that to happen as well. And then you have Anthony Davis, who's coming back 100% healthy. Hopefully he stays that way. And obviously, guys, he's going to play more at the power forward position more than the center position. But, he could potentially play the center position once, I believe, the second half begins, mainly in the fourth quarter. So, expect that to be a type of rotational type of thing for Anthony Davis. But, as stands now, he will be the starter at the power forward position for the Los Angeles Lakers. And then at the center, guys, it's kind of conflicting between two guys, but I really think that it's going to go to Thomas Bryant more than anything. But, Damian Jones is no scrub. I mean, the guy, former Laker, he did play for the Lakers at the center position at times. And, he did show up protecting the rim and, grabbing those rebounds. And defensively, he's a solid defensive guy. I really think that most of that that we obviously need from him will be, on the bench. And then when it comes to the rotational guys like Troy Brown Jr. and JTA and Wayne Gabriel and those guys, I mean, they're going to be a big help for us, when it comes to, big wise. Obviously, in general, the Lakers are going to play more small ball type of offense and defense when it comes to this upcoming season because of the size and how many guards that are on the team. So we will expect to see more of a rotational small ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. So expect that, guys. And other than that, that's my own personal opinion when it comes to the lineup. I really want to know your lineup as well in the comment section down below. I mean, I really want to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And guys, please give me your thoughts about your expectations for the Lakers and training camp. I mean, will Russell Westbrook accept his role on the team, and what's the expectations that Darvin Ham wants from Russell Westbrook? I mean, could he be the guy that will come off the bench, or will he improve on defense? Maybe his second year will be a whole different scenario. Maybe we'll see the Washington Wizards, Russell Westbrook, or maybe the Houston Rockets, Russell Westbrook, or maybe we'll see OKC Russell Westbrook. I mean, he is on his final year of his contract, and you never know, guys. Maybe he will play very well for us as a Laker just to, play for a contract. You never know. So I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please like me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at ZSPN. And also, guys, follow me. Subscribe to my podcast, ZSPN, on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Radio Public, all those great podcast distributions out there. So please show me the love, support for my podcast. And of course, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.